Aloha, and welcome. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sarah. I'm fairly new at doing these types of videos. This is, in a sense, the beginning of me trying to get out the messages that Spirit has for you, and within also incorporating that in my own way of helping you with the lessons that I've learned to help you along your journey. This is where I have been on my spiritual journey now for 2 years. I started it all on my own. I didn't have anybody. All I had was my faith and my intuition and a higher power, the divine source, and luckily my loved ones that are passed on from the other side who have delivered messages to me. That is all that I had through all of this, and I have come a long way. And now I would like to share my gifts with you. Luckily I do have a strong spiritual connection to the other side. So before I had started recording this video, I was trying another practice run, and I feel like the message of the day is going within. It's time to go within. The first card that I pulled was number 23, and it is Across the Waters. Now, the tarot deck that I am using is called Journey of Love. A beautiful soul had given me this tarot deck, or oracle deck, I should say, which happens to be my cousin as well, so I'm very, very grateful and blessed. She's a beautiful soul, and so to help me along with my journey, she's given me this deck. Now, I wanted to use a different deck, but I couldn't find it, so I took that as my my sign that I should just stick with this. So what the heck? Let's see what Spirit's got to say. Don't mind my double chin. All right. And now with these cards, it does come with a book. And now with each card, it comes with its own whole paragraphs and stuff. Now, with the first couple ones, I don't think I'm going to do it because it comes with what the meaning of the card is, and then it comes with, at the end, poetry, and I just, depending on what my intuition's telling me, I'm not going to read all of it. I'm feeling that I should pull maybe 3 or 4 cards, and I will read the entire last one that I pick, and we'll see how it goes. All right, let's do this thing. Are you ready? DJ, spin that shit. Okay, here we go. So I feel, like I was saying, I feel like the message is going within. Now, when I first started my journey, I was lost. I felt lost. I was in a very toxic, codependent relationship, and it went both ways. I was in a karmic relationship, I believe, that ended up teaching me so many things, ended up teaching me so many lessons, but it was very hard to break. I was in a very, very long relationship, and I got 2 beautiful babies out of the deal, and that's, besides my children and the lessons at hand that I learned and took with me along the way, is what it was for. Now, I'm not going to get any further into it, but when I was at my lowest low and I felt like giving up, I realized that I wanted something to change, and I started to realize that I didn't like what the outside world was reflecting to me. And so I had heard a theory, in which I do believe. I'd heard a theory that you are a mirror to your environment, okay? So what you internally believe about yourself and your desires and what you believe that you deserve and could have, it's a lot of it has to do with your mind. If you have limited beliefs, well, then you have to fix those limited beliefs. You have to reprogram your mind to change. Now, I wanted to change. I did not like where I was at. I was alone for so long. But that was from core beliefs that I had, and I had to go within. I had to go within, and I had to find what those limited beliefs were, where those core memories of what I thought that I deserved, and from childhood experiences and stuff like that. And before I get into all that, anyways, that's why it's time to go within. I did it, and you can do it too. And now a lot of people think, like, when you are going, and that also ties into with the dark night of the soul. There's a couple different names for it, but when you are having an awakening, you're having a spiritual awakening, or you decide to go within and you start soul searching, you start looking for yourself, because I didn't know who I was at all. And along this journey, the most part of it, and I still have this belief that I had to figure out who I was, because I didn't know who I was. Not only on this world that I incarnated on, but who I am as a soul, who I am to my core being. Who was I before here? So, it's been a long journey, but it's well worth it. And with that, you're not alone. All right, let's get into it now. Enough about me. Spirit guides. What does the collective need to hear? Now, I'm sorry, I am not prepared. I have been waiting to do these videos when I have been well prepared, when I would have my office together and everything like this and that. Well, you know what? I finally got a solid foundation, and I got my wisdom and my knowledge. And you know what? I got my cards right here. So let's start with that, because I am a perfectionist, and I'm never gonna know if what I've been called to do is going to ever happen unless I don't start trying. Am I right? And that goes with you too, I think. I think that's something that needs to be said. You will never know if change is possible unless you start trying. And that starts with yourself. You're not happy with your situation. You're not happy with what's going on in your life. Well, then you need to change it. You can't sit and piss and moan about it and cry about it. You can cry for a while. It's okay to cry. It's okay to grieve. But in order for change to happen, you have to start with you. Okay. Hold on, baby. Go ahead, my girl. Sorry, it's my daughter. All right. Spirit guides. Divine. Source. What do we need to hear? This is one card. Shifting universes. This is card number 7. Shifting universes. It's time for a shift. It's time for change. It's time to shift that frequency. You know, when I first started my journey, before I even started my journey, people thought I was never going to go nowhere, go do nothing, never going to become anything of myself. I was hidden in plain sight. And you know why? That's because I was at a very low frequency. I was hidden for a reason. It's time for a shift. What else? Now, my girl, I am shooting a video. So please don't come into the camera, okay? All right, we got another card. This one is 17, her grace. Okay, oceans, lots of water. Okay, so this one's across the waters. Okay, that's number 23, and this one is 17, her grace. And it's a woman, gracefully, like she is going with the flow, going with her emotions. Like I was saying, it's okay to grieve. It's okay to cry. It's okay. But so we got these three. I'm going to grab the book now. 23. Let's see it. I don't know if they're going to let me do this long of a video. Okay, I think I'm supposed to keep it under 10 minutes. So, I'll have to make a part 1 and a part 2. So 23, this oracle brings you a message. It is your time to think about something in a different light. Soon you will have a shift in perspective, and the feeling of overwhelm, stress, and just too much going on will be replaced with serene trust and peacefulness. Know that beneath even the most chaotic mind is a place of deep, quiet serenity within. See? Do whatever helps you dive deep to find it. Dance, take some rest, meditate, do yoga, write, paint, make love, make music. In that quiet serenity within, you'll be leaving unnecessary chaos behind, and you'll be presented with the gift of a new way forward. Yes. So like I said, it is time to go within. Oh my God, that is so crazy. I'm sorry. I've never done this before, and that's pretty on point. I'm tapped in right now, so that's pretty cool. Yes, and it is. And going within, and it can be messy sometimes. You know what? People labeled me as fucking crazy, and I wasn't crazy. I was having an awakening. I was starting to see everything that was being unveiled to me. And I didn't like it. I didn't like what my reality was. The truth hurt me so bad. But you know what? I needed to see the truth in order for the change to happen. And so, you know what? It's okay. It might be messy, but you'll get there. And just don't give up. Do whatever you have to. For me, it was taking spiritual baths. It was meditating. It was singing. It was praying. Do whatever you got to do to try to go within. Okay, the next card is Shifting Universes. So with this one, Shifting Universes is card 7. Okay. This oracle has a message for you as well. So if you are thinking of changing locations, jobs, houses, or attitudes, it's time to make a change, right? Trying something new, especially if it is unusual for you. And yes, when going within or just working on yourself in general, it's gonna be unusual. It's gonna feel uncomfortable, especially when you have to locate the messy parts of yourself that you don't want to face or change. you know? Hold that thought.